So basically, the kids just have like the run of the neighborhood, and they're always trying to like come up like the Eds are always trying to come up with new scams to get money, and the rest of them are always trying to like they all hate the Eds, but they kind of tolerate them.
Okay.
Uh, but like they all know like the Eds are always trying to. This Eds are kind of like in their own little group, and then the other and like the neighborhood kids are in their group, and they kind of like just like the Eds are trying to scam them, and they kind of just tolerate the Eds
Okay.
because you always had like that in like your neighborhood. Like you had like some kids that are like, like I hate this kid, but like he's in the neighborhood, so let's play with him.
Yeah,
Like
it was always like the oh, not that asshole kid.
yeah, yeah,
um, yeah, when in my in my skateboarding days, I guess I was about 13 when my short-lived skateboarding career between the ages of like 12 and 16, I want to say.
mhm,
Um, there were there were these kids up the street from us. Their parents were like moderately Jewish. They were Orthodox ish.
yeah,
Um, and like I mean they weren't like super duper Orthodox, but they were like they
yeah,
were they were religious enough. Um,
yeah,
I guess they kind of lived on the outskirts of the Orthodox community, I guess if you will.
yeah,
They had it. I think they had like 3 or 4 kids, I forget, and
mhm,
they were kind of like that. Well, there were the two of them we liked. Two of the kids
yeah,
we liked. One of them was Morris. He was like the really cool, laid back one who was like, not what his parents wanted him to be, but he was like whatever. Like he ended up being a pretty good dude. Um,
mhm,
and he had another kid. I think the kid's name was. I think his name might have been AB. I don't remember. He was all right. Just kind of like the kid who was just kind of just like more the strict middle child who was like, yeah, I'll just do what everybody else is doing. He was a
mhm,
pretty friendly kid. He probably turned it all right. And then the youngest brother, I don't know, I don't remember what the hell his name, but the youngest brother was such an asshole.
yeah,
And we like we were just like, oh, well, I get like it was one of those things where it was like, all right, well, we'll hang out with the other, we'll deal with the other two, but we really don't want to see the third one. But if the third one has to be there, then I guess we'll just tell them to go off to the side and do something else.
yeah,
Because like, I don't know, like the kid would always end up getting into trouble, and like we just didn't want to be there. Um,
mhm,
and he would always just try to like throw off whatever we were doing. Like if we were just like having a good time, he would like throw a rock at us or something to try to like disrupt it. And
yeah.
like us meaning like his brothers too. Like he would just do it to
Oh my
do it.
god.
This kid just had a bad streak in him, and I'm not sure why. Um,
Yeah.
like there was one point in time where like I was coming home from whatever it was that I was doing. I don't remember what it was. I think I may have even just been coming home from 7-Eleven doing a clerk's thing, which we mentioned in the last episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I came home and there were my skate buddies and there were the kids in front of the house. They lived on the same block as me, and the mother's like reprimanding my friend, and I was like, hey, what's going on, man? Like, what are you doing?" And the mom's like, and the mom's like, somebody stole from me, and I think it was somebody in your group. And I was like, well, okay, well, why would you think that? Or
Yeah.
like I said something, or like she said something bad happened or whatever, and I like spoke to my friend. He was like, listen, they think that I did something that like I didn't do because I wasn't even there that day.
Mhm.
And you see like the older and just as like I shouldn't have said this out loud, but being like 12 or 13, you don't really think about what you're saying. And even as a 30-year-old, half the time I don't think about what I'm going to say before I say it.
Yeah.
And I just jumped to a conclusion, which turned out to be the right conclusion. And I was like, and the first thing that came out of my mouth was something taken, which of course it was. And then she was like, you wait here too. And I was like, what? And then you see like the third brother who's like the troublemaker, and he's like, I think he was at the house too that day. And I was like, I've never been inside of your house.
Yeah.
To this day, I don't know what the inside of that house has ever looked like.
Yeah.
Um, and like, and like the mom's like, oh well, why would you say that if you weren't guilty? And I was like, it was a hunch. I had a hunch. I said something. I probably shouldn't have said it, but I've never seen the inside of your house. And then her other two sons are like, yeah, he's never been here before.
Yeah.
He's never been inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, well, my little one wouldn't be lying. And I was like, I think your little one's lying. And she was like, I can't believe this. Turns out the kid took $500 from his mother's wallet.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
That's like not a good kid. Jesus.
Yeah, I found this out like the next day because at that point she was like, you wait here. And she went inside and I was like, I asked the other dudes a couple of questions. They were like, "Yeah, just go home." And I was like, "Well, it's Sunday. I got spaghetti and meatballs waiting for me. I'm going home. I'll see you guys later."
Yeah.
And that was that. But yeah, I would find out later on that the kids, like the next day, that the kid stole $500 from his mom.
Wow.
So yeah, I can empathize with the neighborhood for sure.
Yeah.
But the other ones ended up being nice guys.
Well, that's good.
I hope
I hope he like straightened up. That's pretty bad, stealing $500. Like,
I would like to think he did.
He probably bought $500 worth of jawbreakers.
There's a lot of jawbreakers. I'll tell you what.